MCU movies since Endgame that have made the most money have been Spider-Man No Way Home and Deadpool Wolverine. But are those the best movies from Phase 4 through 6? Absolutely not. Not even close. I would say those movies are in the bottom tier because their stories are not as good as Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Shang-Chi, Wakanda Forever. No, people put the most money into those movies. That's what we get with Avengers Doomsday. We might just get Avengers Doomsday just might be a Deadpool Wolverine, Spider-Man No Way Home instead of a movie with good story. I mean, I'm not saying because they're bringing back the Fox X-Men and Steve Rogers and having RDJ Blazer Doom that it's going to be a bunch of nostalgia-based slop. No, you can bring back old characters, but don't bring back the old characters to substitute and overcompensate for the lack of storytelling and the lack of plot and lack of direction. Don't do that. The main focus of this movie, Avengers Doomsday, should be the new Avengers, the Fantastic Four, all these new characters that you put in new positions and new characters that you brought into the MCU should be coming together to deal with these incursions and facing Doctor Doom at the end. They should be the forefront heroes of this movie. Then the Fox X-Men should be after them. Then Steve Rogers should be after them. And if Steve Rogers is going to be central to this movie, it should really be something similar to Vision and Infinity War. You can have the nostalgic and hype moments, but the storytelling needs to be over everything, bro. That's the most important thing. You already have a bunch of people claiming that this movie has no build-up, which I disagree. I think they're really just talking about Doctor Doom. When it comes to Doomsday, like the event and the incursion itself, there's been plenty of build-up, bro. Ever since Phase 4 with the Loki show and even WandaVision. They've been setting up the multiverse of branch timeline since Avengers Endgame, actually. Loki literally sitting at the end of time instead of Kang. And in Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange causing an incursion, jumping from universe to universe. Even in the Marvels, Monica Rambeau stitched back the wall between two different universes and ended up in a completely different reality, the Fox X-Men universe. And then we get Thunderbolts. The Fantastic Four from a different universe are now in 616. And then in Fantastic Four, we see that Reed Richards has figured out that there are parallel Earths and has made technology to travel to those parallel Earths, those parallel universes. For Doctor Doom, I won't fight you on that. We could have got more cameos. We could have gotten more scenes, something. But we didn't because they were setting up Kang. It's not like they had Doctor Doom to be the big bad from the very beginning. We could have gotten Doctor Doom in Multiverse of Madness because Reed Richards, the part of the Fantastic Four, was in that universe.